Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest XI with me, Get Daved. We are down the well. I mean it's a tiny thing, but look how rich the colors are. I've harped on this before, but it always rubbed me a bit the wrong way that as soon as consoles started doing HD and using HDMI cables, they immediately are like, okay, make everything washed out brown. It's like, you can finally show color, and that's the moment you choose to throw it all away. But I mean, and that's a big part of why I have like a bit of a bias towards like these more stylized games, because Dragon Quest XI is going to look good in 20 years, because Dragon Quest VIII still looks good today. And in the meantime, I mean, the hints of yellow on the grass, and I don't know. It's actually using all of your visual sense to look good.
So you made it at last.
I got here kind of quickly.
Is it just you? Where's your friend, the girl?
She has duties to attend to. She'll be glad you came, though, as am I.
Princess of Heliodor, eh? She is telling
It's
Hendrik.
not like we had much choice. Now where's the rainbow? We need it.
This is all technically based on speculation. We don't know what we're going to do with it.
Do ye? I suppose that's because your pal here's the luminary.
I remind you of Mr. Wednesday. Are you Ian McShane?
How could you?
I thought you died years back, laddie. When I saw that mark in your hand at the tournament, my heart skipped more than a few beats, let me tell you. Now, come along. There's something I want to show you, if you'll indulge an old man for a wee while.
Yeah, string me along. Alright, I'm just gonna look in every pile of rubble if you don't mind. He is not in a hurry. Got flowers growing. Beautiful desolation.
Aye, this place brings back some memories, sure enough.
Look, are you going to tell us who you are or what?
He's Rab.
I'd
He's the
already
guy who
given
stole
up
that
most of my
Horcrux.
duties by then. I spent most of my days in the city enjoying my retirement. Oh, we had us some fun. And then the monsters came. And I lost everything.
You're Dracilian.
When I was your age, laddie, this was one of the finest cities you could ever hope to see. And look at it now. One night. That's all it took them to tear it all apart.
The monsters or Heliodor?
Ugh. Just listen to me blethering on. I was going to show you something, wasn't I? Come on.
Is that Dad?
Is this somebody's grave?
Aye. This is where the king and queen of Dundrasil are buried.
I was pretty sure the queen was killed out in a field, though. Or in a forest, pardon me.
You mean?
Unless he did it.
I do. This is your parents'
Oh.
grave, laddie. The grave of my daughter and son-in-law.
Grandpa!
Wait, but that would mean you're his grandfather.
Well, that's
These
like
two
5.
fine young souls died, and I survived. I came to believe there must have been a reason for that. That someone had a purpose in mind for me. So I set out to learn why Dundrasil was destroyed. I've been on the road ever since.
So I put on my fez. Alright, and he thought Hero was dead, which I guess is why he wasn't around.
I've uncovered some of the truth on my travels. It was King Carnelian, you see. He changed. He once believed in the power of the luminary more than any of us. But he became convinced that you were evil.
A disillusioned romantic.
He's not a man I knew any longer. Folks say he blames you for everything, even the death of his daughter. How could you, old friend?
Yeah, you look about the same age.
Behind it all. The fall of Dundrasil, the change in my old comrade. I promise you, I will find out the truth.
Let's do it. I'm gonna juice an orange in this hand.
Eleanor, my girl, Edwin, I found your boy. He wasn't lost to us after all.
This is the music in Dragon Quest V. When? Well, a lot of family reunions happen to this song, I'll say.
You're alive, laddie. Against all the odds, and now you're home. You've no idea how many times I've dreamed of this day. I never thought it would actually come. Now, will you humour an old man a while longer?
Yes.
There's an old royal ritual, you see. It's to send the souls of the departed to a better place. I'd like you to help me perform it.
What's involved?
There's an altar up on the hill behind the castle.
I'd say the more ancient the ritual is, the more red flags we gotta worry about. Don't mind me. Really feels like I should not be smashing a pot in this place. Well, who'd notice? And this keg alone survived. Ooh. I assume that's the fancy coin. For those of you, I'm not going to spoil anything about the plot of Dragon Quest V. All I'll say is I think that hero, well, that main protagonist, I think has the hardest life. He has a rough ride. But check out the game. One person in the comments section was asking me if the iOS version is any good. I don't know that. If you do know, post in the comments section. I'd definitely be a little leery of an iOS port from Square Enix just because they do not always give a lot of love and care to them. But the DS version is really, really good. I think there's also a PS2 version. Only in Japan, but it might have a translation patch. Anyway, check it out if you like this sort of stuff.
Everything's ready.
Thank you, Princess. It looks just perfect.
Tree roots. Like Yggdrasil.
Wait, you don't mean...
If the rest of you wouldn't mind standing back here with me, only members of the Dracilian royal family may perform the ritual.
How come he called you princess? Are you?
Yes, she's a princess.
Quiet now. The ritual is about to begin.
You just follow my lead. All right, laddie? The souls of those who depart this life must all return to Yggdrasil. One life for each leaf of the great world tree.
I'm really appreciating this scene a lot. I'm actually quite moved. But we use those leaves as a consumable item, and now I'm kind of...
Those taken by monsters cannot return of their own accord. So our ancestors devised a ritual to send them on their way.
Like, I'm wondering if this is where the leaves come from, with the people who aren't sent.
The smoke guides them back to where they belong, to Yggdrasil's bosom.
There goes everyone you could have known.
Each butterfly is a lost soul, and now they can all be at peace.
Oh boy.
You didn't die in vain, Eleanor. You saved your boy and the princess. It was a noble sacrifice you made. Thank you, my beautiful girl. And goodbye.
Yeah, I guess there she
I
went.
hope you don't mind me asking, but your mother didn't leave you anything, did she?
Just a letter that's gonna make you really mad.
Oh, no. She didn't, did she? So this letter's why you went to see King Carnelian, eh?
Yeah, he's the worst.
If only she'd known. I'm sorry, laddie, you've been through so much.
Honestly,
But I suppose if you'd not
he
said
was
that to
kind
her
of
before,
effectively sheltered from most of the
Johnny
tragedy.
would never have led you to me, eh? Oh, Eleanor.
Why don't we put that back in its envelope for a bit?
Sorry, laddie. I'm gonna need to be alone for a wee while.
Well, he wants to be alone, so let's leave him alone. Well, I suppose it would be nice. I like that she's... So I get the feeling that Veronica, you know, she's got such a a feisty personality. Maybe she skipped a bit of her childhood and is getting a second crack at it now, because that was a very childlike thing to say. Yeah, well, you didn't see the opening cutscene, Eric, so... I'm gonna assume the next person we need to talk to is Jade. Yes. Oh, thanks, Sylvando. He's a solid bro.
Lady Eleanor,
Saved you too.
Who's there? You weren't supposed to see that. I was just thinking about Lady Eleanor. I mean, your mother. Why don't we take
Yeah,
a
you
little
would have
walk?
been old enough to remember. Because, of course, Jade did the final bit of trying to save us. That'd be an awkward reunion.
My mother was
Like-
a rather sickly soul by all accounts. She died not long after I was born. So in a sense, Lady Eleanor was the only real mother I ever knew. She used to read me stories, take me flower picking. I loved her so much.
You would have
You
been
can imagine how happy I was when I heard she was having a baby.
a good non-warrior
I couldn't
princess.
wait to meet my little brother. You know, it was raining like this the last time I ever saw her. I can't believe how much time has passed since then. Wait, up there.
Oh, don't ruin this.
Something tells me they're looking for you and your friends. And there's only one kingdom that can send that many soldiers out on a manhunt.
Yeah.
Heliodor.
And I'm not trying to be uncool about this, but I feel like if your hair were a little shorter, it would help us
We
be
need to get back
stealthy.
to the other-
Oh, she's not in the party. So I don't know for sure, but based on how they portrayed her in the tournament, and the fact that there's a lot of parallels between the tournament we had in Octagonia and the one in Endor in Dragon Quest IV, and Elena, also a princess. Very different situation, but Elena is really strong.
Where are the ones from the altar? No sign of them. What about the Darkspawn?
Oh, they're hiding
Sign
too,
of
but
him
we're
either.
separated.
Blast! They must have gone away. It's him! He's over here! The Darkspawn is over here!
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, kick his butt.
What shall we do with the girl?
Oh, they're gonna
Hendrik's
kill her.
orders were to bring the Darkspawn back alive. He never said anything about anyone foolish enough to side with him.
Just you try it.
Yeah. So I'm almost 100% sure she's in the fighter class of characters.
Sir Hendrik! Sir Hendrik!
Come on. We'll head around the mountain and meet up with the others before he gets back.
No, let's kick his butt. Head back down the mountain. Okay, yeah, I guess we can assume they left. Oh, goodness. Yeah, just like last time. Let's do it. This is the cutscene, or the scene from the opening, dueling Hendrik in the rain.
I have you at last, Darkspawn. There is nowhere left to run.
Let's dance, buddy.
You are a slippery one, I will give you that. I had not thought you would make it this far after I picked up your scent in Octagonia.
They're adjacent.
Men, the Darkspawn is mine. Deal with the girl.
She can take you.
Forward!
So yeah, if she's fighter class.
This is all the dreaded child of darkness can muster. Pathetic.
Let's dance, buddy.
You will evade me no longer, Darkspawn. The chase ends here.
Then why did you want to bring me back alive? Yeah, here comes the lightning glyph.
Hendrik! Don't you dare!
Princess Jade? Surely not.
Run him through.
No! Hold on!
Princess!
How can she possibly... She could kung fu me to safety.
I won't let you go again.
I wanted a shot at him. Do you think? End villain? Usually it's some sort of demon, but... Oh, we're at the statue.
Oh, good. You're awake.
Uh-oh.
I'm soaked through. Let's get warmed up, shall we?
No magic for... Actually, the hero could start it. I have frizz.
I'm glad I caught you. I couldn't have forgiven myself if it happened again. I suppose Rad must have told you about your mother. That she sacrificed herself to save you and a princess of Heliodor. Well, you've probably worked it out for yourself already, but I was that princess. Your mother saved my life. That night, the night Dundrasil fell, we ran from the castle, but the monsters were too fast. She handed you to me and distracted them for long enough for us to get away. She died to save us.
So the way it was cut, it looked like Jade got overtaken, but I guess she jumped in the river at that point?
She trusted me with you. I was too weak and stupid to... I fell in the river and I let you go. I can't tell you how many times I've wished that it was you Rab fished out of there and not me.
Well, a surprisingly Rab-like fellow found me.
After he found me, we headed back to Heliodor. We thought my father might help us to find you. But when we got there, we found out he was telling people I'd been killed by the Luminary. He was trying to make people believe awful things about you. Rab was convinced that he wasn't in his right mind. That someone must be controlling him. So we set out together to find out who and why.
The Shadow Lord?
I never expected to see Hendrik again, let alone on a battlefield. We were lucky to get out of there alive.
I swear if the combat menu had loaded, I would have dusted him.
like the rain's dying down. We should head back to Dundrasil.
No. What? First Eric and now you. We gotta have some... I mean, I guess they might not expect it. The last place they'd look, going right back into harm's way. Especially after they did it once before in Heliodor. But whatever. It would be even more surprising the second time. Alright, the last place they'll look for us is right back in your cell. Yeah.
So I was right. I had suspected it would take more than a mere fall to put pay to the Darkspawn.
Where's the rest of the gang?
Sir Hendrik.
Can it really have been so many years since that fateful night, Princess? To see you alive and well, you cannot imagine how much this pleases me. But should you choose to continue to side with the Child of Darkness, you may not live for much longer.
Try it, buddy.
Look, I know how you feel about duty, Hendrik. How could I forget? You don't understand how important this is. Please, you have to let us go.
You would ask a sworn knight of Heliodor to disobey the orders of his king? You have been away from home too long, girl.
Not long enough for the years to have changed you. Still loyal to a fault. I wish it didn't have to come to this. But it has.
We could help. I got zapped.
Princess, the spirited young girl of old has grown into quite the warrior maiden.
Oh, please. I'm not a child anymore. It'll take more than a pat on the head to distract me.
And the luminary's gone.
And what will it take to convince you that I am deadly serious? That if you stand on the side of the Darkspawn, I will have no choice but to destroy you?
Yeah, you really should attack him right now, hero.
Princess.
I'm sorry.
And now off with the head.
Now hold on tight.
Princess, what have you become?
My dearest friend. Sweetest friend? All I know is everyone I know goes away in the end. And back! Hey crew, thanks for nothing. What an emotional night for Rab.
Look!
There you both are. And in one piece, too.
Just about. No thanks to Hendrik and his men.
Also, no thanks to the Luminary, really.
So it was old Hendrik, was it? I thought it might be. I would have liked a wee word with the rascal, but I doubt he'd have told us much. Well, if even he's out for your blood, the forces of evil must have a stronger hold in Heliodor than ever. It wouldn't be the first time a once glorious kingdom had been brought low by monstrous powers, you know. Many years ago, a dastardly fiend destroyed an entire empire with his wicked ways. A legendary evil named
Not get Daved. Not get Daved.
Mordegon.
Oh, thank goodness.
His story is all but forgotten these days. I had to tramp halfway around the world just to learn his name, but the more I find out about him, the more I'm convinced he's the one behind all this. Dundrasil, the troubles in Heliodor, everything.
Thanks for looking right at the
Just
camera.
why you're going to have to stop him, laddie. The fate of the whole world depends on it.
Okay.
You're the luminary after all. You were born to defeat the Dark One.
I'm gonna watch Jade go, fight to a standstill against Hendrik.
You'd be more than foolish to face him unprepared. He's a master of darkness, the like of which the world has never seen.
Then we must make our way to Yggdrasil as soon as we can. The legends of Arborea tell of a means of fighting the darkness that can only be found there.
The Orb of Light. It's the Orb of Light.
That must be why we're supposed to take him there, mustn't it?
Here you are, laddie. It's yours at last. You'll be needing it if you're to make your way to the World Tree.
How do you know that?
If anyone can get this old stick to show us the way, it's you. Lead on, luminary.
We just need a flying machine. Like in 4.
Well, can you see anything?
No.
Don't tell me it's a dud! If that Noah sent us in a wild goose chase, I'll throttle him! He could have told us it didn't work before we wasted a zillion hours chasing it halfway across the world.
Well, we could ask the people in Gallopolis how it works.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions. Why don't Jade and I join you, and we'll see if we can't make our way a bit closer to Yggdrasil and try again. We'll not give yous any bother, I promise.
Could carry a lighter pack. Alright, first things first. Level 23. Things lined up quite nicely. Holy cow, 214 hit points. Okay, she does not have the same attack power as the hero, but is next highest by quite a bit. Alright, pretty good gear. Did not think that would happen. And an agility boost, that's pretty cool. Alright, we'll go with that. Since she's got the Cloak of Evasion, I'm kind of cool with pumping up her evasion stat. It might all add up to something. Bum, 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 bum. And we'll give him immunity to everything. Alright, wait, let's see what we can learn about our new characters. Yeah, so she's cut in the LA. Holy cow, her weapon has an attack power of 56. Nice, she can puff puff. Okay. Learn Thunder Thrust again. If we've got well, that's good for killing metals. Oh, Lightning Thrust is actually much better. So Thunder Thrust I like. That one has 25% chance of hitting. Lightning Thrust is 50. Alright, and Rab. Weird. Okay. Oh, and he's got Insulate. Perfect. They've sort of split it up from Magic Barrier, but I really like it. Alright, so that's basically Sheen. To all party members, so that's a low-level multi-heal. Which is good, the series needed that. Yeah, and then a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, let's check him out. I'm probably going to move Jade off of Glaives. But I mean, we can see. Oh, bare hands. Now we're talking. That's an idea. I don't know if I'll do it. Resilience increase. Claws kind of feels like the logical choice. We don't have any, but ooh. Give her basically the property of crazy crit rate. Yeah, so this would get her built in the Elena mold with a high crit rate, double attacks as well. I was talking about Elena a lot, but basically in Dragon Quest IV, so there's 8 characters in your party, you can pick 4, so it's sort of very similar to what we have here. And the one character type we don't really have would be Ragnar, who's the soldier type, so really good equipment, really slow, high HP. And high strength, and not a ton without his equipment, to be honest. Enlightenment. That's a little tempting because he's older man. Oh, that's where he's getting all this stuff. Well, what are the secondary abilities? They all seem pretty good. Let's unlock that. I'm too curious to pass it up. Anyway, if you look... I don't know, that's an interesting idea. If you look online about like everybody's endgame party builds, basically everyone in the world picks the hero, Elena, and 2 other people. And I remember I looked at everybody's parties and I kept thinking, oh weird, I would never use them. Oh, that's pretty neat. And then finally noticed literally 100% of them have Elena. Because she's pretty fast, pretty strong, and pretty high crit rate. And terrible equipment selection, but it doesn't matter because she's so strong. And she, in like Dragon Quest Heroes, she's sort of portrayed as very much like Jade, sort of bouncing around and doing a large number of attacks. Yeah, sure. Wow, all that for a pep power. It better be really good. Alright, well that's it for Rab. Feels like he can push heavy ones a lot further than Veronica also, I would point out. Although a lot of these are stat-based. Zing Stick. So a more accurate zing. I don't know, maybe I should migrate Veronica off of staves. Yeah, those don't require her to be bare-handed. It's like an alternative to her lower branch. Ooh, increases pet bonuses. Very interesting. Yeah, we're going to save these for when we actually get some claws, and then we're going to go to town with that. Alright. We'll show them in one fight. Here's what we'll do, actually. We'll run to the campsite. If the hero is still pepped, which he should be. Oh, fine.
Hey,
Fine, we'll do it
branches.
next time. It's glowing. Are you gonna lead me where to go to the next thing? We don't have a clear objective right now. This is just like Dragon Quest VIII. Oh. We're gonna make the Bifrost like in Dragon Quest 1. And 3. Yep.
Oh, darlings, did you see it? It was so pretty.
That's the takeaway.
A sort of platform floating in the sky. And 6 coloured orbs.
Do you think the rainbow is gonna be a critical ingredient of Erdrick's sword?
I think I understand. We need to find the orbs and take them to the platform, and then the path to Yggdrasil will appear.
I also agree.
Maybe trekking halfway around the world to find that branch wasn't such a waste of time after all.
Yeah. We got one.
And we've already got one of the orbs we need, too. I knew swiping this thing from the castle was the best idea I ever had.
Wait, you didn't know its value? I assume... Okay.
I had my own plans for it. But this is way more important. It's yours now. Just don't lose it, okay?
Hey, we'll sell it when we're done, bro. 5 more to go. In Dragon Quest III, tracking these down is such a... Wow!
Our prize from the tournament. Lucky we didn't sell it in the end, eh?
Yeah, right, because they finished second.
Aye. And there I was, all set to swap it for a few piffling trinkets for the road. It's yours now, though, laddie. Now, it looked like that platform we saw was located right under Yggdrasil. That means it must be somewhere deep inside the first forest.
I'm gonna smile and nod here.
So, we know where we have to go. We just need to find the other 4 orbs first.
But where in the world would we even begin to look?
Mm-hmm.
Orbs, orbs. Oh, I do remember a fairy tale about a giant pearl sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Can't remember the details, though.
I mean, maybe.
Well, if we don't have any real clues, I guess we'll just have to head out into the world and find some.
On a boat!
You're not wrong there. In which case, let's head for Puerto Valor. We can get out into the open ocean from there.
Oh, I can
Fairly
zoom there, buddy.
straightforward voyage, if you ask me.
I am sure it will not
I'd
be.
pleased to hear that I'm friends with Don Rodrigo, the big man over that way. I'm sure he'll open the sea gates for us.
Oh. Dad. It's Dad, isn't it? And that's why you know how to fight with a sword. Because he trains all the Templar Knights.
Hands on those orbs, the sooner we can make our way up to Yggdrasil.
You were a disappointment to your father. Next time!